Jacobson, Marketing Artfully. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the fact that most people are not measuring their social success the right way. Okay, so I work with a lot of people and they become sad because they only have some likes on their page, or they're not getting a whole lot of likes or retweets. And it seems like somewhere along the line that became the goal. Like the goal became to, yes, there's some value to have bigger networks, but you kind of grow those bigger networks not by winning, but by grinding it out, right? So, I don't actually have, let's see, Twitter. So my Twitter, oh, and you can see it over time. So let's do it in ads. So my Twitter is where I like to be. Like that is the social network of my choice, and it's what I really like to do. So here are my followers and my growth in Twitter. And this is from the 25th of September, and I've made a determined effort to try to increase that number. So I started with 13,262 in September, and in September of something. Looks like maybe last year, because there's another September. And there's another July. Anyways, so over time, my followers have grown, right? So it kind of plateaued in here, and then I've been growing them again, really trying to do it. Some of the ways you do that is by following other people. Imagine that. So every day you have to go in and follow people, but my trajectory has been continually upright, and I do use Google Ads, and one of the metrics that they use for counting things is, did somebody click to follow you, which is awesome. I like to have followers. And I feel like, and especially once you see this, you'll see that there is some value to having followers. But at the end of the day, let's talk about what your goal for social media should be. And I think it should be to sell something, because famously IBM said nothing happens till somebody sells something. But that's really my goal. So yesterday, Lead Pages had a webinar, and it's a valuable webinar. Like I've watched the webinar, I've gotten value from it, so I feel very comfortable in sharing that webinar with my tribe of people. And also, I feel like because I feel so strongly, and I do affiliate products, meaning that I sell other people's things for them, and I do it in a way that really feels good to me. I've written blog posts about it. I physically use Lead Pages. This is my account. I did not get this comped for me. I physically pay for it every month. So you have one free sub account remaining. I paid for this, okay? So I find it valuable enough to use in my business, so I feel really comfortable referring it to my tribe. So yesterday they said, okay, well, we're going to have a webinar. It would be really nice if you were to share that, right? So there was a webinar a little while ago, and it had, let's see, I can't find my clicks on this, but it had about the same amount of clicks, 400 and some. And yesterday's webinar, I got 386 clicks, and literally all I did was send it out through my buffer. Okay, so my buffer is this thing, right? So I love Buffer. I recommend them too. I don't have an affiliate link, but I think that they're a great company. So if you come down here, you'll be able to see these are analytics for my Buffer. So 0 clicks, 0 comments, 0 likes, 0 shares. Wow, that's on my Facebook page. So I get that. So I have 18,000 potentials for Twitter, which I bet is where some of those clicks came from, but it's showing none. So if I was stressing out about clicks as opposed to results, then I would be sad because it's showing no clicks. As you go down through here, this is a Twitter account with about 5,000 people, and it's showing 1 click. Okay, so I don't know whether it's a trouble with Buffer, that they're not actually showing the actual clicks or what's going on, because I can't say that it was shared by somebody with a giant account. Like all of these are, 620 people had the potential to see it, 604, this is going to be low, this is going to be, this is awesome. No, like Facebook didn't show it to anybody. So while I do have big networks, I'd say this is what, 18. So let's say call it 20. We'll combine it with that one, which is about maybe 1,000, couple thousand, 25, 1,000, 26, 1,000. We'll do those two together. 27. So about 27,000 people. So if you go by this and you get yourself all in a twist about it, it was a terrible post, right? I didn't get any results at all. There was one click maybe, okay? Except we see that there were 386 clicks. I didn't send it out through my email. This one I sent out through my email, and I'll show you the back end of that because I wanted to show you the back end of that. So this was in the super quick in case you are doing webinars, because this was about how to do webinars as opposed to just how to do email marketing, which is the other one. So if you look at my data for this one, I had 715 opens, okay? So that's a good amount. I can't imagine that 400 and some actually clicked through, but I can see that I had 100 clicks. So that helped with my, so that helped with that number to 400. And then I think on that one I did email it out, but this one is pure Buffer. All I did was I posted twice to Buffer, and so this was the first time I posted, and it seems like nobody really cared, 84 people. So I had a total of 500-ish clicks, right? 500 clicks. Just so you know, I sold one, right? They converted somebody and they sold it. I got cha-ching, somebody bought Lead Pages, so I got an email from them. So yes, the point is to sell something. I feel like Lead Pages got me through a webinar, okay? So I watched that exact webinar. I saw what they did. I saw what their software does. I bought through that webinar. I feel good that I helped somebody else who's going to grow their business. Not that, hey, I got them or I got something over on them, but I feel like that person now has a chance to sell more, to do more, to be more. So I'm excited for them. Not excited for, like, I'm excited for me. I made a couple bucks, but I'm totally excited for them. Now let's look at traffic to my site. So I didn't really, like, I always post stuff to my site, but what happens is, like, yesterday I had 22 people from Pinterest. Now, is that setting the world on fire? Kind of, I don't feel like it is. Like, it seems like an awful lot of work to have people coming from Pinterest. Now, that to me feels like, well, how, where are they going? Are they going to a page? Because see, it's going up. I'm trying to make it go up. This was a good day, 23. So back then, that was a big day, where now it's kind of a normal day. I started at the end of December, and I'm working on my social media to try to get it up. So what I'm doing is working, right? But then you think, oh, is it 22 people came to my site? Well, A, that's 22 people I didn't have before. B, it's cumulative, right? So that one pin that I put there, I have pins that have been repinned thousands, tens of thousands of times over the years that they've been there. So it's all very valuable, and something to really think about doing. But let's go back to where we started. The fact that social media is not, the goal of social media is not to get likes, hey, I got 2,000 likes. Well, you could get 2,000 likes and have nobody come to your website, have nobody buy anything, have nobody do anything. You could get 1,000,000 shares, and if it's not getting 1,000,000 shares to somebody that really matters, it doesn't matter. The people that I'm talking to on my social media know, like, and trust me. I've built that goodwill by posting amazing stuff, by living in integrity, by having a website that I really believe in, by only promoting things that I truly, truly believe. I just got an email a couple days ago from somebody who wanted to give me a good amount of money to post something on my website. And I told them no, because it was for an industry that I don't believe in. And so there's not enough money to burn my reputation. So that's the whole thing. So today let's talk about the fact that your social media needs to have a point, and I'm going to have a blog post about this with 10 hard truths, but your social media has to have a point. You need to measure it by actual results, um, email signups, sales. You can measure it by how many people are your friends, how many like you, but don't use that as your only variable. So hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobson, Marketing Artfully.